guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're here for the first time, my name is Anne, and if you have been here already, welcome back. In today's video, I created this super dramatic, smoked out, deep set kind of cut crease. I really don't know how to call this eye look. Let me know if you know how you call eye look like this. I made it up like a little bit up higher towards my brow, which really creates that deep set crease that some people have naturally. I don't have it, but I feel like with this eye look you kind of create that fact that you have like really deep set crease hooded eyes. I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, I hope you guys know what I mean. I really like how it turned out. Today I'm playing with some new products. I'm playing with the new pigments from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Also I'm playing with the soft Glam palette, which I haven't used in a while, and some of you asked me if I wanted to do a video with it again, so I felt like since I'm using the pigments, I'm gonna include the soft Glam palette as well. Also, I'll be doing some first impressions at the end of the video for my lips, for my highlighter and all of that stuff. Some products I do like, some of them don't, but you will see during the video. So yeah, this is the look that I created, and if you want to know how I do this, let's get started. So the first thing I'm gonna do, and you guys already know, is priming my eyelids. I'll be using the MAC Cosmetics Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and I'm applying this all over the eyelid using a P84 brush by Sigma Beauty. If you haven't seen my previous video yet, I uploaded a video where I show all my favorite brushes. So if you're curious like to know what my favorite brushes are, make sure you check it out. So today I'll be playing with the Soft Glam palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Like I said in my intro, haven't played with this in a while, and some of you requested me to do another look with it. So I started with that light color, and I'm just applying it all over the eyelid to set the eyeshadow primer in place. And then now I'm taking the color Orange Soda with a Sigma E40 brush, and I'm gonna start blending that all over in the crease. If some of you are following me for a while, you might know that Orange Soda was like my ride or die transition shade color. I used to use it all the time. Anastasia also sells like individual eyeshadows, which are just those magnets which you can put in a Z palette. And before they like started dropping all these eyeshadow palettes, I used to always use like their single eyeshadows, and the Orange Soda eyeshadow was one of them. I think this is like a really beautiful color to like blend in your crease whenever you use like warm colors like I'm doing right now. Then I'm taking this other color and I'm gonna start blending that in the crease as well. I'm gonna create like a sort of deep set crease effect, so I'm taking it up quite high towards the brow, as you can see. And it's quite a dark color in comparison with the Orange Soda. Like, it looks a little bit muddy, it looks a bit harsh, it's not blended out at all. But that doesn't matter in this case. Like, it looks so weird right now, but we're gonna fix that, don't worry. So now I'm taking a shade which is even darker. I'm taking a Morphe M506 brush, which is a really nice tiny brush. I also mentioned it in my favorite brush video. And I'm just gonna focus with blending that in that crease area that I created, and also focusing at the outer V to create like a sort of winged end at the outer V. And since this brush is so tiny, it's like really easy to work with to get like a really nice precise focus where you want it to be. It's like really nice, and it's still looking really harsh and muddy. I now went in with the E40 brush with a little bit of that Orange Soda eyeshadow and just blended it around the edges. Then now I'm taking that same brush again from Morphe, the M506, with a little bit of black eyeshadow on it, and I'm gonna softly try to make it even darker. Then now the next thing is that I'm going in with some concealer. I'll be using the MAC Cosmetics Pro Longwear Concealer. Okay, I said that really weird. The MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, which is one of my favorite concealers. And I'm gonna kind of apply it over the eyelid to create like a nice sort of clean space where I'm gonna apply different products. And I'm also gonna kind of exaggerate that crease line that I created, which goes quite up high towards the brow. So I'm trying to follow that line. So it's kind of like a cut crease, but not like a really sharp cut crease. Normally I wouldn't use a brush like this. I would be like a really tiny precise brush. So it is a cut crease, but just in a different way, if you know what I mean. So that's actually easier because you have to be less precise. So for those who find it hard to create cut creases, this might be easier. So now I took my buffer brush from Real Techniques with a little bit concealer, and I'm going right underneath the outer V area to clean it up. And this is where it starts to look a little bit better, because I feel like it was looking so messy and it was annoying me, but I knew if I would do this it will fix it, so that's what I did. Now I went back in with a little bit more black eyeshadow just to darken it up even more. I wasn't really satisfied with how it was looking. But now I'm taking this pigment from Anastasia, which is one of their new pigments, really beautiful, and I just want to say, look at this. I didn't use a wet brush, and I use only a tiny amount, and it's so freaking pigmented. There was so much color payoff. I was literally like so impressed. I just didn't really know what to expect. I mean, like, a pigment is a pigment. I've tried many from different brands, but this one really impressed me. So I just wanted to let you guys know there are, I believe, 3 more shades or 4, I'm not really sure. I will be definitely doing another look with one of the other colors. Then now I'm taking the shade Bronze from the palette. Was it called Bronze? I'm not really sure. I'm using my finger to apply that in the middle to create sort of a ombre effect. And then now I'm gonna apply some glitter as well. I'm using this like adhesive from Makeup Studio. I'll put the name in the description. And I'm using a glitter which is also from Anastasia. But for some reason I forgot to film like that I was holding the glitter so you guys could see it. But I will put the name in the description bar. It's also by Anastasia, and it's a really similar glittery color as the eyeshadows that I use, so I felt like it would be perfect. Then I'm going in with the Maybelline Studio Gel Eyeliner, and I'm gonna create a winged liner. I'm not gonna do like a wing liner, but I am gonna kind of wing it up a bit higher at the outer end to kind of make it fade into the eyeshadow in the outer V. Now when I'm done with my eyeliner, I'm gonna take this pencil from Inglot, and I'm gonna use that for in the waterline to really darken it all up. Also gonna tight line the upper lashes, and this way I kind of close my eyes and I just press it against the upper part of my lashes, and this way that will get black as well. Then I'm taking the black eyeshadow again from the soft Glam palette with a really tiny smudge brush from Suiva, and I'm gonna press that right underneath the lower lash line to make it even more smoky. Also applying it a little bit on top of the waterline to really make the pencils to make it kind of stay in place. And then I went in with a dark brown color again from the soft Glam palette and using that to smudge it all out. Then now I'm going in with my all-time favorite mascara, which is by Benefit Cosmetics. It's the Roller Lash Mascara. If you're searching for a nice mascara, you have to try this one, because everyone I know which has tried this one, they love it, so you have to try it. Then now I applied some lashes, which are by Exterior Glam and Tarte Cosmetics. They are doing a coloration together. Congratulations, they're really beautiful. So the eyes are now finished. I really like how it turned out. It's super dramatic and I'm kind of living for it. I now want to do like the rest of my face. As you can see, I have already applied my foundation, my concealer, and some translucent powder. And I'm now going to use some products which I received in the mail the last couple of weeks and give you guys my first impression on it. Those are all new products which I haven't tried before. So the first thing I want to do is something on my lips, because I'm feeling always really naked without any lip products on. So I'm going to use this new lip pencil, which is from Becca, and it's called the Ultimate Lip Definer in the shade Breezy. So I want to go for a nude lip today, and I only received 3 colors of the lip pencils, and this is the shade that looks most nude, so I'm just going to use this one. Okay, I really like the color, but I do have to say I'm going to use a different one right now. I'm going in with the MAC Oak lip pencil, just because this is like a lip pencil that you can sharpen. Just because I like my lip liner to be as sharp as possible. And the Becca one is more like a lip liner that you can twist. It does have like a tiny thing that you can use to make the point a little bit more precise, but I feel like it's not the same as, for example, the MAC Strip Down or this one that I'll be using, which is the Oak Lip Pencil. So I'm gonna use this to kind of make the Cupido, how is it called? The Cupid bow for my lips, make it a little bit more defined. Okay, that worked a lot better. I do think the pencil felt really nice. It's more like a drier texture, not super dry. So I feel like it definitely will be like very long lasting. So I also want to use one of their new lipsticks, and this one is in the shade number Sugar. Okay, now I do think the shade is really beautiful, but the lipstick is super creamy. And this is normally not what I really like, so I feel like I want to remove this color. Not because it looks ugly, I think it's really beautiful, but I feel like I'm liking the eyes so much that I want to do a lip combination which I really like. And yeah, I'm not really sure how to say that, but I just don't, I think it's beautiful, but it's not like for me. So yeah, I want to remove it and I'll be right back and we're gonna do something different. Okay, so I also quickly touched up my lip liner because I kind of smudged it away. I now want to use this liquid lipstick from Sephora, which is in the color 32. It's a really beautiful nude color. I do have to say it might be a little bit too light. Hopefully I'm not gonna mess it up again because then I have to do it over again. So this is how the color looks. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Sometimes I use a liquid lipstick which is a little bit darker, and I use this one just in the center to lighten up the center to create like a sort of ombre. But today I just wanted to use it on its own and I think it's really beautiful. I do have to use it in combination with a lip liner because else it will be too light and it will kind of fade into my foundation. Also, I'm not wearing blush yet and no bronzer, so I do feel like my face is looking a little bit flat. There's not really like a lot of freshness going on, so hopefully when I apply some bronzer, some blush, it will all look a lot better. So now to warm up my complexion, I'm gonna use this Jouer mattifying bronzing powder, and it's in the color Sunswept. I'm taking this big fluffy brush, which is the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill G802, and I'm gonna use that to apply it. Also, I just like how it looks when you have like some warmth going on over here. I just think it's always looking really beautiful. Then as to apply it on my cheekbones, I'm gonna use this brush from Suifa, which is the 101. I've never used this brush, but it kind of looks interesting. The shape is like different than normal like contour brushes I use. I kind of want to see if I like it, so I'm just gonna use that same bronzer by Jouer, but use this brush instead. I feel like because it has more like a pointy edge, it will apply it a little bit more precise. I notice every time I use that big one, this one, I feel like the bronzer also gets in this area and I feel like it kind of looks muddy. So I felt like using this one maybe applies it a bit more like focused on where I want it to be, and it feels really good. This brush is really soft and I think I'm gonna use it more often because I really like it. Especially for my bronzer, my contour, I want to use a brush which is as soft as possible because I don't really like a very harsh contour, so this brush is actually perfect. Then now for my highlight, I want to test out this really cute tiny highlighter from Becca. It's in the color Moonstone. I've only used the Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop highlighter from them, never this color, and it looks really beautiful, so I'm gonna try it out using a Morphe and Jaclyn Hill G806 brush. I always felt like that the Champagne Pop one was a little bit too warm for me. And this one actually looks a little bit more cool tone, so hopefully this will be perfect. Okay, I'm not getting a lot of color payoff. This might be because of the brush that I'm using normally never gives like that blinding highlighter, but I feel like it's giving me kind of a hard time today. I think you can see it, but it's like really subtle. I do think it's actually really beautiful, but I was expecting it to be a little bit more like visible. So I am gonna try it with a wet brush just to see how that looks. Just using a little bit of Max Fix Plus. That looks a lot better. That was kind of what I was expecting when I would apply it, but I think just because I was using a dry brush, I think it would be best to make your brush a little bit wet, and then you will get this result, which I think is really beautiful. And now for my blush, I'm going to use this Anastasia Blush Trio, and I'm going to use this color right here, which is called Babe. A really beautiful, fresh, pinky color, which I think is going to kind of make this makeup look come to life. I'm gonna mix a little bit of this one on my brush as well, but it looks super pigmented, so hopefully I'm not gonna mess it up. I'm just gonna apply the pink one and just a little touch of the other one, and then apply it on the apples of my cheeks. Then now to finish off this whole makeup look, I'm gonna use this spray from Bobbi Brown, which is called the Primer Plus Hydrating 3-in-1 Setting Spray. I'm not a person that always uses a setting spray because my face does get oily, and sometimes when I use a setting spray my face gets extra oily, but today I'm not doing anything special, so I'm just gonna try it out. Yeah, I've never used it before. It does say that it's a prep, so it sets and it finishes, so I guess that means that it will make my foundation look or last longer, but we shall see. Okay, so now that my makeup is setting, I'm gonna do something with my hair. I never really show like what I do with my hair. My hair is quite boring. It's super long and it's also really healthy, which I'm really happy about. But I never really know what to do with it. I'm not really really good at doing my hair, but I'm just gonna show you like what I normally do. I just brush my hair. This morning I washed my hair. I didn't add any products in it after washing it. Normally after I put like my hair in a towel, I apply some oil at the ends of my hair. But the one I always use is empty, so I have to get a new one. So right now I don't have any serum in my hair, but I do have this one, which is from Saints and Sinners. This is a Divine Shine Holographic Serum, which will make your hair super shiny. I never use this after showering. I only use it after curling my hair, just to give my curls a little bit more shine. But since my other serum is empty, I'm gonna use this instead. I think like normally I use it when I curl my hair, but now it's straight and it will look just as pretty. I'm just applying, I'm not really sure if you can see it, just this much. Just rubbing it around just to warm it up, and I'm just gonna really gently apply it on my hair. I don't want too much product because this way my hair is gonna feel a little bit sticky, and I don't like the feeling of having something in my hair. I just want it to feel fresh, not so heavy. So I'm just lightly putting it on my hair. Not sure if you guys can see it already, but it does look shiny. You see, it's really beautiful. Also, if you have like dry ends, my ends aren't really dry, but it does help to make your hair look a little bit more healthy. You see that shine? I love it. Now I forgot to show you how it looked before, but you can definitely see that it's looking really shiny and healthy. I want to make it even more glowy, so I'm going to use this spray from Knook, which is the Brilliant Gloss Spray, and I'm going to spray a little bit of that just all around my hair. Now I'm not really sure if the spray made like a huge difference. It was already looking really shiny, but I kind of like the smell of it, so it probably does something. Like normally I use it on its own and it does make my hair look really shiny, but now I also use the oil. I'm not really sure if it's like necessary to use both of them, but I do think my hair looks great, so I don't really care. I think it looks good. But yeah, this is the end of the video. I really hope you all enjoyed. I really like how it turned out, and also the pigments by Anastasia. They feel amazing. I feel like the pigmentation is really good. First I used it dry and it gave like a lot of color payoff, and then once I started applying it wet, it looked even better. I was kind of surprised by how well it applied using it dry. Some pigments are like really crappy, but this one really applied it amazing. I hope Anastasia is gonna make a few more colors because I'm really a pigment kind of person. That sounds so stupid, but I love pigments. So hopefully they will come out with some more shades, maybe during the new seasons, I don't know. But I will definitely do another look using one of the other colors. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. This is really helpful for my YouTube channel, and hopefully I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys!